So it is official like tissue, the moment you have all been waiting for. We are here, the Nadex 5-minute binaries. So as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Feel just like a rock star.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Rico, aka RockStarrFX here, back with another video. And as you guys can see, we're here with another live trading session recap, which you guys have been just absolutely loving on this channel. So we're going to continue to post them more and more and more as time continues to go on. But as I've been telling you guys, so you guys have seen over the course of the year 2022, I brought the live session recaps back, and we've kind of been doing a progression of me on Nadex. Now, when I first started on the Nadex platform, of course, my first instinct was originally to just go directly to the Nadex 5-minute binaries. But as you guys probably know, with Nadex, these 5-minute binary options are just not as easy as trading all the other like offshore style of binary options. Now, why did I decide to move to Nadex instead? It's because obviously I do reside in the United States, and it is the only regulated broker here. All in all, it's safer, it's better for taxes, and on top of that, I became an educator with a platform that requires me to trade only regulated. I cannot trade offshore for legal purposes. So I've been trading Nadex for the past 6 months. I've been trading Nadex for 6 months, and out of those 6 months, I've been trading the last 2 months on the Nadex 5-minute binary. So I've been doing pretty much, actually I think it's almost 3 months now, but I did like a month of demo, all right, and then after that just spreading out of, you know, trading live and testing out different things. But we are officially here to the current way, or the current style of how I trade Nadex now, which is the Nadex 5-minute binary scalping with profit targets, which is very different than the traditional route, or the traditional way of trading binary options. Which, by the way, guys, if you did not already watch my Nadex walkthrough video, so number one, how to even use the platform, and then number two, how to scalp and take those profits, so set a profit target on Nadex, make sure you guys go watch those videos. I'll actually link them down below. We'll also probably throw some cards or a playlist right here on the screen for you guys, so that you can check that out. But make sure you check that out, because it's going to help you understand this a little bit more. Obviously, if number one, you know how to work the platform, but number two, you understand how it is that I'm smacking these take profits left and right. And we got a fire session for today. We're literally both trades smack take profit in less than 2 minutes, which is honestly crazy. We're going to go to that when we get to that point. But in terms of how I trade a Nadex 5-minute binary, so it's a little bit different than how I usually trade on the chart. So you guys know, typically when I'm trading, I usually do markups always on multiple time frames, 2 time frames, 5-minute and 3 minutes. So I keep the 5-minute to the left, which is still there. If you guys look to the left hand side of the screen, that is the 5-minute chart on the left. And then next to that, I usually have the 3-minute up, but here I actually have the 1 minute. So I found that doing a 5-minute and a 1 minute is actually way better for the Nadex 5-minute binaries, because you're not in these trades for the full 5 minutes, and that's the thing, right? So it's a rolling clock on Nadex. The expirations just keep going and going and going. And I don't know what it is, but I just found that getting these entry points on the 1 minute, oh man, it has been working phenomenal for me. Like, literally been slapping the markets, and you guys are going to see that in the session. Now, this is the very first session where I started to actually record. So once I got the strategy down, which as these progress, I'll be, you know, showing you guys the strategy little by little, obviously going over it, talking about what it is that I'm looking for. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this, where we dive deep into my actual trades, analysis, what I look for, so on and so forth. And obviously, the more you watch them, the more you're going to get familiar with the strategy and how I trade, and obviously it'll make sense to you, right? So it's a little bit different how I usually do it. So like I was saying before, pretty much on the strategy itself, you guys know I always look to the higher time frame for the confirmation. So I do my markups, my analysis, everything like that on the higher time frame, because we know that the higher you go up in the time frame, the more accurate that setup is going to tend to be, right? So higher up, more accurate setup. So that's that. But then I scale into a smaller time frame to be able to get the entry point so that you can get in at a faster pace. I'm not going to go too much into depth with that here, obviously, on this video. But if you guys do want to tap in a little bit more with me, get behind the scenes, learn a little more from me, you're definitely going to want to get into our trading community and become a member of our academy. I literally just did a session on multiple time frame analysis tonight, and it's actually recorded. So we did a live session and it's recorded, and it's going to remain up there in my favorite sections as well. So if you guys do eventually get started, you'll be able to see that. But what I do here on the Nadex 5 minute is very simple. So on the 5 minute time frame, I have all of my usual indicators. So I'm looking for the typical setup. Everything that I usually look for is going to be on the 5 minute. And this is, again, these are confirmations. So you guys know I always talk about separating and having a difference between confirmations and entry points. So on the left side, I'm looking for all my confirmations, but now I'm looking to the right for my entry. And look at this. I think we're about to get into this trade in just a few seconds. So that's going to be the first trade that we get into. And what I do is this is what I do. I started using the volume profile. Okay, so I don't use the vertical volume. So I know a lot of people are familiar with the vertical volume. It's the more common one. It's like always on your screen. Like when you start TradingView, it's there by default, right? I don't use vertical volume. What I use horizontal volume. And it's been so accurate. It's stupidly insane how crazy I've been slapping the Nadex 5 minute binaries with this. But the objective is to get all my confirmations and everything on the 5 minute to show me where the markets are going to be pushing and what kind of trade I should be looking for. And then what I do is I scale in and I go down to the 1 minute, and I want to see pretty much the bounce. Okay, I want to see the bounce off of that volume. So the volume profile. Now, when we're talking about the volume profile, there's key points on the volume that you want to typically be looking for. That's the PLC, which is the point of control, and then also the volume extremes. Okay, as we get deeper and deeper into these sessions, you're going to see me focus a little bit more on the volume extremes. This is the very beginning when I first started learning how to use the indicator. But even as someone that was brand new to using the indicator and getting the confirmations on it, you guys can see I was doing really well with this. And you're also going to see how fast we hit take profit with these trades, which is insane. Now, another thing you're going to notice is that on the 1 minute time frame, I'm using Heikin-Ashi candles. This is just something that I was testing out. It's not something that I plan to do long term. I wanted to test it out with this strategy. Pretty much getting the flat tops, going for flat tops or flat bottoms on the Heikin-Ashis. That's kind of like a candle confirmation to tell me, okay, if we can get the flat bottom for the buy, we want to get a flat bottom Heikin-Ashi candle, and that'll be a stronger buy signal. Okay, long story short, eventually I scrapped Heikin-Ashi. So I don't currently use it for today. Again, I was just testing it out back then during this time. I was testing it out, seeing if it worked, and I found that I was finding a lot of setups without it. So I scrapped it, stopped using it. But we're about to jump into this trade right now. There we go. Boom, we just entered. Look at this, guys. I want you to see how fast this is. Watch this. Watch this. This is absolutely insane. So we got this. So everything is looking good. We got the cross, the stochastic. Everything's looking good on the 5 minute. On the 3 minute, as you guys can see, that red line is actually the volume profile. That's the point of control. So when the market came right back around, hit that point of control and bounced off the point of control, that was my entry point. What I was also looking for was the 1 minute stochastic cross, and which you can see we got that as well. Look at the Nadex chart, man. Literally within seconds, we're already one strike price above where we entered at, right? Now watch this. I'm going to set a profit target right now. All right. And again, these sessions that I'm showing you guys right now, this is, look how fast. Oh my God. Did you guys see that? As soon as I set the profit target, it hit take profit. That was literally a 45-second trade. That trade was 45 seconds. Like what? Absolutely insane. And as you guys can see, we're pulling this thing back up. I personally believe that this move was still in the works. And the reason being is that even though everything is looking kind of overbought already on the 1 minute, on my 5 minute time frame, we still didn't get the move yet on the 5 minute. So I still am looking for that push to the upside. So we got into the same exact currency pair right after. First position cleared in 45 seconds, which is crazy. I got into the next one a few seconds after that. And as you guys can see, this one's going to go a little bit longer. But same as that concept, man. Now, here's one thing that I would advise. In me actually trading this strategy for a while now, remember, this is when I first started trading it. In me trading it for a while now, I would not do this. Why? A lot of my entry points now are based off of that 1 minute confirmation. So the fact that the 1 minute is already overbought, I don't even look at the 5 minute for my entry anymore. I just look at my 5 minute to get that market synchronization, to get the confirmations for the trade setup, and the overall direction of the market. I use everything for the 1 minute in terms of entry. So even though this trade does end up clearing today, what I know about the strategy today, I would not have taken this trade if I knew back then what I know today. Okay, now again, it's still not a bad trade because, like I said, as you guys can see, if you look to the left hand side on the 5 minute time frame, it is starting to pull back up. We're getting that stochastic cross to the upside. The DMI is pushing up as well, and everything is still looking good. On top of that, if you're looking at the Heikin-Ashi candles on the 1 minute, we're getting those flat bottoms, right? So the flat bottoms is looking okay. The current candle looks like a flat bottom. It's not a flat bottom yet, but it does look like a flat bottom. And you can see the markets are still pushing up. So was it a riskier trade? Yes, it was. But did it still go in our direction? Absolutely. Profit target is set. So we're just waiting for that to go ahead and hit. And boom, just like that, profit target hit. That trade was about 1 minute and 40 seconds long. So the first one was 45 seconds. This one's 1 minute and 40 seconds. Either or, two position went ahead and cleared. I really wanted to do this session, and I was really excited to get on here and start posting these 5 minute binaries with you guys on Nadex to show you how fast these sessions go. I was literally only on the charts. Look at this, right? Look at this. This was 16 minutes. 16 minutes of marking up, looking for trades, whatever the case may be. I hit 2 take profits. And I'm done for the day, right? I'm done for the day. I'm done taking those trades. I'm not really looking for any more, but there are a few that I want to show you guys. Just to show you how it works with the bounce off of that 1 minute. So this is actually Euro JPY, right? So I want to continue to show you guys this, even though we didn't take these trades. This is me back testing. This is actually how I learned to trade the strategy. So I'll go ahead and I'll actually trade it. And then I'll go ahead and I'll try to keep identifying setups. So I'll try to keep going and keep identifying setups, but I'm not getting into the setups. Why? Because it's not part of my trading plan. So I'm very strict on my trading plan and what I look for and when I get off the charts. I am still on, and I'm going to stay on for, I think, another 20 to 30 minutes looking for setups. But again, these are just for backtesting purposes. These are just for simulation purposes to see what works and what doesn't work. And it kind of works better when you're learning as well, because then you don't have the anxiety of getting into the markets and potentially losing when you're just watching to see what the market is doing. So fast forwarding a little bit on Euro JPY, as I was showing you guys again. So this was something that I was testing out. I wanted to actually see, and this is where I came to the conclusion as well. This is one of the trades where I came to the conclusion that the indicators on the 5 minute did not really matter as much in this strategy when it comes to the confirmations that we get on the 1 minute, which is absolutely fire. Main objective is to show you guys here. I want you guys to see on the 1 minute time frame. We have what? We have, again, the bounce off of that PLC. So the bounce off of the point of control, whereas we get a break to the downside, right? Comes back, retests one time, drops down. So that was actually the first entry, drop down. And as you guys see, you get the stochastic cross on the 1 minute on that first entry up there at the break and the retest of the PLC. Comes down, and then it comes right back up to the PLC. And this one was actually even stronger, which is why I was contemplating getting in there. But this one's actually even stronger. Here's why. We get all of our confirmations here. We get the stochastic cross on the 1 minute to confirm. And then on top of that, we also have a bounce off of that 200 moving average. On top of that, you look at the Heikin-Ashi candles and we have flat top candles, which kind of signifies strong push to the downside. So all in all, that was one example that I wanted to show you guys really quick so that you guys can start to see what I'm talking about when I say you get that nice bounce off of the PLC. Look at this one. This is Euro USD. Same exact thing. Let me go back and show you guys. All right, so let me pause it. We'll pause it right here. So boom. Euro USD, as you guys can see, look what happens. Look, again, we were on the top side of the PLC, comes down, breaks it to the bottom side. What happens? Comes back up, retests that PLC, bounces off the 200. We get the stochastic cross to the downside, flat top on the Heikin-Ashi. Again, I don't really look at Heikin-Ashi anymore, but I do want to point that out. Nice drop in the market. So again, we didn't get into these trades, but it's good to be able to kind of be on the markets and see this happening to kind of get those, confirmations for yourself. Now, originally, I was using the volume indicator, volume profile indicator, because I didn't know that there was an actual tool for it. There's a tool on TradingView for the volumes, to mark up volume profile. I didn't know that at first. So I was using the actual indicator, and the indicator is kind of annoying because, as you guys can see, I have to zoom all the way out for some reason. I don't know if it's a glitch or a bug, but I have to zoom all the way out, scroll back into the charts for it to actually pop up and show me what it is that I'm looking for. So that's why you guys keep seeing on the 1 minute, I make the screen bigger, I zoom all the way out, and then you see the volume thing pop up. So that got really annoying. Luckily, I found out that there's a tool that you can actually use that you don't have to use an indicator for it to mark up the volume profile, which has been absolutely game changer for me. And you guys are going to see that in later videos. But that is pretty much it for this one. Super short, simple, straight to the point. As you guys can see, new strategy coming into play. We're going to be talking about that really soon on this channel. It's absolutely fire. Nadex 5-minute binaries. We've been slapping it left and right. 1 minute off of the volume profile. Get that nice bounce off the either PLC or extreme levels. And it has been absolute game changer. Both trades hit in less than 2 minutes. So one of them was 45 seconds. One of them was 1 minute and 40 seconds. Which is fire. And then even after that, we showed you guys some more examples of the charts as well of trades that I did not get into, but again, still did exactly what we were looking for in the market. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you kind of learned just a little bit, gave you something to kind of go back and you'll be able to backtest and look at, for the next few days until we go ahead and upload the next trade session. But all in all, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are not already subscribed, turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any of the videos. I'm telling you guys right now, if you got notifications on, I don't even know why you subscribe, man. But on a serious note, turn on the notifications. And until next time, this is your boy Rico, aka RockStarrFX. I'm out. Peace.
Feel just like a rock star.